Johnny George here with the man Joe DeSoul. Hey Joe, how you doing, buddy? Tonight you go one-on-one with Miss Lisa Lace. Tell me your thoughts going into tonight.
So my thoughts is, it's been a long time coming for Joe DeSoul to step back and Best of the West. And I'm gonna take my opportunity. I'm gonna take my shot tonight. Because Lisa Lace, they say around these parts that you're the talk of the town. Unfortunately, tonight you're gonna learn that the real talk of the town is Joe DeSoul. And after I get done with you, I'm gonna paint the town red at your expense and climb the ranks at Best of the West, baby.
Thank you, everyone. I'm gonna do commentary now.
Yay! Anton joining me on commentary. What a treat.
Hey, bud.
What a treat. We are in Merced, Best of the West. Homefield Advantage is underway. Let's kick it off with our opening contest. Oh yeah, I'm announcing, so you're gonna have to do some stuff for a little bit.
Okay. I'll do some stuff. As AJ Kirsch leaves the commentary booth.
Our opening contest is scheduled for one fall. Your referee for this contest, Reed Matthews.
Hey, Reed.
Introducing first.
I'm already so sweaty.
Why, man? What are you doing out
I don't
here?
know, I've been yelling a lot.
Okay. Settle down. Not a spring chicken anymore.
From Virginia Beach, Virginia, weighing in at 205 pounds, he is the talk of the town, Joe DeSoul.
Joe DeSoul, known to some as Jay Diesel, a good friend of mine, the talk of the town, and by the town he means literally any town he is in. He's the first time here in Merced, and he is already the talk of this town.
Have they been talking about him here much?
Yes, look at these fans doing nothing but talking about Joe DeSoul being the talk of the town.
You're right. I didn't see it until you pointed it out, but I appreciate you pointing it out.
Every one of these people are talking to each other right now.
I'm double fisting microphones right now. It's a lot.
Hot.
From San Francisco, California, she is the heart of gold, Lisa Lace.
Lisa Lace, I have known for most of her career. She is outstanding within the ring and without the ring. She is just a good person all around. Big fan of the Heart of Gold.
Heart of Gold, unfortunately, not the talk of the town, which of course is the difference maker in this match if you were to ask one Joe DeSoul.
Oh yeah, if they're not talking about you, then they're walking about you, is something that he told me not more than 5 minutes ago.
I'm tempted to ask a follow-up question. Did you ask him what that means, that they're walking about you?
Some things you just naturally understand, like reflexes, and that was one of those things.
Okay. Well, a huge ovation here for Lisa Lace.
She is always, at all times, ready to rumble.
It's one of my favorite movies.
Is it?
No.
Okay. Good.
It felt good to say at the time, but as soon as I said it, I regretted it.
I understand. I've been there. Uh-oh.
Joe DeSoul is not ready yet. He's got those tearaways.
What a waste of pants.
You snap them back up, though. He didn't ruin them.
Oh,
That's
no,
what they
those
do.
are going to the pant recycling bin.
Are they?
That's where the floor is.
Oh. And we are officially underway our opening contest at Best of the West, Homefield Advantage, as Lisa Lace with this crowd in the palm of her hand before they even lock up. I assume they're locking up. I'm guessing. I don't know. We're about to find out.
But the Soul Man is ready for it. Oh, wow. Speed and agility.
Both of those things exhibited in that forward roll, avoiding the collar and elbow tie-up, which I'm sure Joe DeSoul would love. I mean, he's got the powered band. Oh, he caught her that time.
Oh, huge Jay Diesel elbow to the ear.
That's right. He does that move so exquisitely well. That's how he got his nickname.
Uh-oh, he's calling for me. Oh, wow. Another huge Jay Diesel right See, the thing about that move, what makes it so devastating, so much more devastating than a regular forearm, is that it hits you both in the jaw and your ear at the same time.
How does he do that?
I mean, he's got multiple parts to his arm. It bends.
That's true.
And he hits you with both of them.
He's got that bendy arm.
Oh, yeah, like most people.
Lisa lays hard into the corner here.
Huge. Jumping elbow misses. Sorry to cut you off.
No, quite all right. Please do.
Looked like she was going for maybe a monkey flow. Oh, God, and another big Jay Diesel right to the face.
Stick with what brung ya.
Gets that boot to the face, and now jumping cross body right across his orbital socket.
One, and only a 1, and I would say 2/3 in the early going of this contest.
I know a lot about 2/3 there.
Yes, indeed you do. 2/3 of the caution.
Goal!
Lisa Lace.
Wow.
Thought she was going to float in the cover, dropped an elbow, hooks the far leg, and a kick out at 2.
Like an elbow and a senton married each other and had a child, and that child just was birthed across the chest of Joe Diesel.
Yes, it was.
Wow, hard into that buckle. Just repeatedly. And I know those turnbuckles look soft because they're covered with a pad of some sort, but that is steel under that. And
yes,
that pad is not that thick. Every time you hit those, you are hitting steel.
Lisa Lace with a head of steam connects with that elbow right to the cheekbone.
And now could be taking that time.
There she is.
The fans are appreciating her hard work, and she's taken a moment to ascend up Joe DeSoul.
Talk of the town is getting punched right in the mush. He's going to have a hard time talking with no teeth.
Yeah, no, he's not talking his way out of this.
Oh, wait a second.
Uh-oh.
Oh!
Right across the ribs, really.
Yeah. Hung her out to dry on the top rope, and Lisa Lace in a bad way as referee Reed Matthews checks on the Heart of Gold, who says she can continue, but Joe DeSoul, talk of the town, in control, and there's a snapmare.
And now going into that deep chin lock, trying to cut off the blood to the head of Lisa Lace. Because if you're not getting blood, your brain's not getting oxygen, and you're not going to be awake much longer.
No. It'll put you out. We have a hot crowd in Merced tonight. They are solidly behind Lisa Lace. I dare say it's pretty unanimous here in Merced.
Well, oh, by the hair.
Not surprised by the dastardly tactics of one Joe DeSoul into the cover. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2.
She got that shoulder up. Maybe if Joe DeSoul had put a little more pressure across those shoulders, that could have been a 3 right there. He really whipped her head back on that.
He did.
And again, with a Russian leg sweep this time, again, focusing on the neck and the back of the head.
Another 2 count and left shoulder up, but not a kick out if you notice. Lisa Lace just barely able to create some space between her left shoulder and the canvas. If this keeps up, she's going to be in bad shape.
And you see right what Joe reached for. He went right for the neck to pull her up. I think he's picked his target.
Lisa Lace, though, firing back. Everything she's got here, and one huge forearm is all it takes to send Lisa Lace careening back to the canvas.
Again, right to the neck. He's found his,
Is he pointing at us?
I don't know, but he's looking for something. That could be into the corner if he hits this.
Wait a minute, inside cradle. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. Lisa Lace almost sneaking one away from Joe DeSoul, who wraps his arm around her throat with a clothesline. Another cover and a kick out at 2.
I'm telling you, he's picked that target. He's going for the neck. The more pain that's in the neck. A lot of people don't realize how much your body relies on your neck and your traps and the turning of your head. Ask Batman back in 1989.
Right.
I mean, you need your neck. You need to be able to see and rotate your head. Off the ropes here. Gets caught.
Face buster. Lisa Lace able to find that X factor to put down Joe DeSoul. Referee Reed Matthews begins his count, and right now it is anybody's ball game.
Yeah, Joe DeSoul had a lot of momentum behind him, but after getting your face dropped right into the canvas, that, will throw any plans you had off their track.
Right. Everybody's got a plan until they eat some canvas.
Huge tackle.
And a back elbow. Lisa Lace.
Going up into the corner.
Yes, she is. Joe DeSoul, I don't think he's quite aware of where he's at right now.
No, but Lisa's got him hooked. She could be going for what, a tornado DDT here?
She got it!
Right on the side and back of his head. His cranium is feeling it after that.
But Lisa Lace unable to make the cover. In fact, rolling away in the opposite direction. If she was able to make a cover, this one could be over right now. But Lisa Lace is not done. She's got Joe DeSoul in her sights.
Watch out. Could have been going for that Fear the Spear.
Right.
And now got her up in that torture rack. Lisa Lace going out the back.
1, 2,
No.
and a kick out at 2. And a super kick right to the jaw.
On point, on target.
Joe DeSoul was going for that City Sleeps Alone, that torture rack power bomb. 2.
No.
He wasn't able to get it, but he found his mark with that super kick.
But Lisa Lace showing that heart of gold will not stop beating after getting kicked in the mouth like she did. And now, Soul Man.
Nothing but confidence right now, not to mention a handful of hair.
And he's putting her back up in that torture rack.
Yeah, he's going for that City Sleeps Alone again.
But Lisa fights out, slips out the back.
Had it well scouted off the ropes.
Ducks the line.
Spear!
Spear! Psycho Crusher.
1,
Right in the
2,
chest.
3.
Fantastic. She hits you with so much impact that her own body just barrels away from you.
Right. It looks like
shockwave.
It looks like she gets the worst of it, but she damn near broke Joe DeSoul in half. Psycho Crusher is right. Lisa Lace, the heart of gold, with a victory as we kick off Best of the West Homefield Advantage. And Twani, I hope you don't mind me saying, this was a lot of fun.
Hey, thanks, man.
I loved having you out here.
Thanks.
Bromo eroticism rides again. If you know, you know. And if you don't, your ass better call somebody. Will you join me out here for commentary for another match or two later on?
Oh, yeah. My buddies, the Cuzzies, they have a match later, and I definitely will not miss that one.
Ooh, interesting.
Very appropriate. Thank you, Merced.
I shan't let them ruin the lovely day I'm having.
Shan't. Talk like a real person.
The following tag team match. Wait a minute, it's been so long since I've done this. I have to skip up for this one. Let's see if you remember how to do it.
Oh, boy.
All right. The following tag team match is scheduled for... Oh, I missed you guys. Your referee for this contest, Reed Matthews. Introducing first. From Reno, Nevada, weighing in at 220 pounds, God's gift, Dreamy.
Hello, Best of the West wrestling fans. Pleasure to see you all this evening. It's I, your Commissioner Alexander G. Bernard, welcoming you to Homefield Advantage, where we have Dreamy Drew now entering the ring, fresh off a less than successful attempt in Las Vegas, at our Las Vegas show. You can see this Merced crowd is loving the pelvic gyrations from Dreamy Drew.
And his tag team partner. From St. John's, Arizona, weighing in at 192 pounds, John
now for those who haven't had the chance to see before, what might appear as something of an odd tag team, these two actually worked well together at our Las Vegas event, a bit of a makeshift ramshackle team at the time, but they were able to develop some tag team chemistry in some short order.
And their opponents. First from Phoenix, Arizona, weighing in at 215 pounds, Devin, remember the name, Reno!
Devin Reno, also another young up-and-comer. who we saw-
AGB, I'm very excited because you know who his partner is.
I know who his partner is.
And his tag team partner.
I'll gird my shoulder in anticipation.
It's going to be hard to ring announce and headbang at the same time.
Oh, yes. Yes, it truly will be.
I'm going to find a way.
I look forward to your failure. Back up. Back up. Have you ring announce more often, particularly when we schedule Kenny K, just for the sake of preserving my shoulder and my upper arm region.
Oh, don't think you're getting away that easily. The song's about to take that little bit of a break. It's going to be quiet for a second. It's going to do, you know, that thing where the just, oh, here we go. Oh my God.
What? Ow! 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 Kirsch! Kirsch, I will hit you! Ow! Kirsch! Kirsch! Ow!
That would be employee abuse.
Damn you, OSHA.
I lost a lot of brain cells, but you know what? It was worth it. Very interesting couple of tag teams here, AGB. I have to give credit where credit is due. This one seems most interesting.
Well, as I was saying earlier while you were otherwise occupied, the team of Dreamy Drew and John Wolfgang might appear quite mismatched, but these two actually found quite a bit of tag team chemistry working together in what was initially a ramshackle fashion in Las Vegas, but some tag team chemistry was developed between the two. We'll see how that plays out in their second matchup.
What does ramshackle fashion mean?
Slipshod.
What?
Slipshod.
All right, those aren't
Hastily
words.
assembled.
Collar and elbow tie-up in the center of the ring between Dreamy Drew and Devin. Remember the name Reno, which I will admit has helped me remember his name. Relatively new face here at Best of the West.
Extremely new face. Another young talent to come out of our Las Vegas show. Filled in a tight spot. Came up short in a very, very daring attempt at Judah Matthew taking down the Apostle. Kenny K, for seeing himself short a tag partner, perhaps looking to get back into the tag scene, looking at who our young prospects might be.
Well, I just want to point out real quick, Dreamy Drew using every bit of his, shall we say, girth. I already regret saying that word. I'm just going to stick with it. Every bit of that girth to back Devin into the corner and then a rake of the eyes before breaking. And there's a huge clothesline. Devin Reno is done playing. Beautiful drop kick. And Dreamy Drew having to roll out of the ring and perhaps rethink his strategy here.
Devin Reno trained out of the Phoenix Wrestling Academy, same as John Wolfgang. So these two might actually have more of a history together than Wolfgang might with his own partner. Certainly more than Reno does with his partner. It'll be interesting to see what happens when those two take on one another, as they shall momentarily.
I don't know if anybody noticed this, but as John Wolfgang tags in, he just held his hand up for a moment there. Wasn't sure if Dreamy Drew was going to make the tag or if he was going to tag himself in. Eventually, just tagged himself in. Perhaps a sign that these two are maybe not exactly on the same page.
Neither of these teams are very experienced teams, admittedly. This might be more a battle of 4 singles competitors than 2 true tag teams. All four of these men looking to put a W on their records in Best of the West.
I don't know that I would call any of these, or rather either of these teams, a true tag team, as Kenny K gets tagged in here. But to be a successful professional wrestler, you do have to be able to adapt to any match scenario. You've got to be able to work with anybody. It's all about scoring that W, and every competitor in this match knows it, as John Wolfgang takes a chunk out of Kenny K's hand.
If that's what it takes to score that W, then that's what it takes. Kenny K, by and large, the most experienced competitor in this matchup. These younger athletes will have to do whatever it takes to try to undercut their more seasoned veteran opponent.
And that is not an understatement either. Kenny K has probably forgotten more about professional wrestling than some of these competitors even know at this point. There's a cover after a beautiful vertical suplex, hooks the far leg, and a kick out at 2. Kenny K, as I mentioned in my introductions, you have me doing like quadruple duty tonight, by the way. Commentary, ring announcing, timekeeping. I'm managing Steven Tresario later. You do not pay me enough for this.
I've long told you were overpaid. This is just a balancing act as far as I'm concerned. A redistribution of your responsibilities.
Kenny K, the Virgil Flynn III Memorial Cup winner, and takes that title very seriously.
Not only that, but Kenny K, one half of our tag team champions. They were stripped of the titles.
That's right.
Dave Dutra's absence.
Where is Dave Dutra?
It's an excellent question. I've not heard hide nor hair of Dave Dutra since he lost the Best of the West Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah, he did not take that well, and you know, how can you blame him, by the way? Anytime there's the first backbreaker of the match. Kenny K is not called the last spine bender for nothing.
Speaking of not taking things well, cover.
2, and a kick out at 2. And if you go into a match with Kenny K, you know he's going to be zeroing in on that spine. And to no surprise, first backbreaker of the match, a back cracker to be specific, on John Wolfgang. Kenny K now up and over. Beautiful athleticism from the last spine bender. Rolls through John Wolfgang, and a well-placed super kick right to the sternum.
Wolfgang needing to rest in the corner, re-catch his breath after that strike. And Kenny K not going to give him the chance.
Oh! Using the referee as a stepping stone. Referee just trying to get out of the way. Kenny K using it to his advantage.
Goes for a cover.
1, 2, and a kick out at 2.
Kenny K is another one of those seasoned veteran competitors we have that can strike from many, many angles. He can come at you unexpectedly, quickly, and dangerously.
Textbook backbreaker. I don't know if anybody delivers it any better than Kenny K as he tags in Devin. Remember the name Reno.
Reno showcasing his power.
Wow. Oh my God. The impact on that clothesline to the back of the head. John Wolfgang just dimmed Devin Reno's lights. And now wisely capitalizing, vicious strikes, clubbing blows.
That's what you have to do. Both these competitors are young, they're in excellent shape, they're in excellent condition. If you are not aggressive, if you are not staying on top of your opponent, you will lose that opportunity.
John Wolfgang in control of Devin Reno.
And Wolfgang seems to be targeting the ribs of Reno. First those shots to the midsection, now dropping him on the ropes. You see how the tag team cohesion, Dreamy Drew will similarly target the ribs.
Dreamy Drew has had quite some time to recover on the outside. Back elbow, well placed right to the point of the jaw, takes down Devin Reno.
And I'll say it, he's a girthy man.
Yes.
Utilizes his girth.
1, 2, kick out at 2. Girth, yes. Like I said, I immediately regret using that term. Oh my God, a shining wizard. And I don't know if you saw it, but Devin Reno was cross-eyed for a moment. Dreamy Drew with a knee now, going right to the skull. This could be it. Kenny K thought so too, and chooses to interrupt the count.
Dreamy Drew adding to his arsenal. I've never necessarily considered him much of a striker, but those were some impressive strikes he laid out just a moment ago.
Dreamy Drew putting in the work. Well, at least as far as strikes go, he does look a little bit girthier than the last time we saw him. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
A little extra to love, as he says.
Yes, just more Dreamy to indulge in. Belly to back suplex, very well executed by John Wolfgang into the cover once again. There's 2 and a kick out at 2.
Reno needs to do is trying to inch his way over to Kenny K, and any opportunity that he can sustain quite a flurry of offense. Had to kick out several times. This is where that conditioning is going to come into play.
Well, Reno is in the wrong part of town right now. As soon as he was making his way up to his feet, he reached out to his corner to try to tag Kenny K, and just sound tag team strategy, John Wolfgang immediately dragged him to the opposite corner.
Not just John Wolfgang. I spoke earlier of Kenny K's.
Hey, wait a minute. Now with the referee's back turned, and now Kenny K getting in the ring, distracting the referee even more as John Wolfgang and Dreamy Drew double team Devin Reno in the corner. What the hell?
I spoke earlier to the tag team experience of Kenny K, but Dreamy Drew is one half of the Dreamboats, also an experienced tag team competitor.
Very, very true.
And that referee management, as I call it, always an important element in tag team wrestling.
Kenny K really trying to get this crowd behind him and Devin Reno and Dreamy Drew.
Kenny K getting back in. This didn't go well for him last time. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
Can't blame Kenny K for getting frustrated, but not exactly a sound strategy to get those frustrations out. The tag needs to be made. Sunset flip attempt by Devin Reno. Dreamy Drew inching his way to the ropes. Referee's not having it. Kicks the ropes. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. Clothesline.
Just bodies Devin Reno.
Smacking some meat. Dreamy Drew just leveling Devin with that clothesline.
Devin Reno showing signs of life. Kenny K having some faith in his partner, not coming in to break up the tag. Perhaps learning the lesson. Kenny K is irate.
Yes,
on
he
the
is.
outside. Devin Reno
rolls through, makes the tag to the last spine bender. Springboard forearm connecting. Forearm takes down John Wolfgang. Leg sweep. Standing moonsault. Kenny K is on a rampage.
And the tempo ramps up with Kenny K in the ring.
Devin Reno taking out John Wolfgang. Both competitors spill to the outside.
Drew catches the kick. Kenny K's ready with another. Drew staggers to the mat. Kenny K wants to fly.
Yes, he does, and he is just as dangerous in the air as he is on the mat. Unbelievable spinal tap, too. There it is.
Kenny K just needed that opportunity to get in the ring and dish out some offense. Devin Reno gutsily survived until that moment could be found. But once Kenny K got in the ring, my God, that was a train nobody was stopping.
And that's why Kenny K is as good as he is. When he finds a rhythm, when he zeroes in on a body part, he is absolutely surgical. That spinal tap was as devastating as it was beautiful.
Only thing that remains to be seen is what's next for Devin, remember the name Reno, and the Kenny K.
Is scheduled for wrestling for this contest, seeing
won't stand for slander.
Making his way to the ring from Reno, Nevada, weighing in at 2 spots, the reject, Bison Braddock.
When you talk about people who've been putting in the work during COVID, one look at Bison Braddock and you know that he pretty much lived in the gym.
No arguments here. Bison Braddock, amazing top form.
And his opponent.
I see a lot of parallels between these two.
Do go on.
Both young, upstart talents from Best of the West, both of whom who have had an impressive track record since returning from quarantine. Prince Gabriel picking up a huge victory in a 4-way matchup in Las Vegas. Bison Braddock coming within a hair's breadth of becoming #1 contender to the West Coast Championship. Both these men, young, hungry, beloved by the crowd, but who has the capacity, the capability to edge the other out?
Referee Steven Landis is going to have his hands full with this one as Prince Gabriel with a gift to a very lucky fan at ringside. Giving away his crown. That's a big deal.
Can one truly be a prince without a crown?
Sure. Crown's just a symbol of the royalty. The royalty doesn't change. Just because
Royalty
the
is a
crown's not
symbol.
there.
It's all. You take away the symbol. Are you really right?
If I take away your hat, do you really have any boating experience?
I've been known.
What does that even mean?
I don't have to debate you
No,
on
you-
boating.
no, you
We
don't.
have a match to call.
Of course you can't debate me. I'm a master debater. Prince Gabriel getting this crowd solidly behind him. Collar and elbow tie-up, center of the ring. Both competitors jockeying for position. I believe Prince Gabriel, if my stats are correct, outweighs Bison Braddock by about 25 pounds, but you just look at the physique on Bison Braddock, and I don't know if it matters if you outweigh Bison Braddock by 25 pounds or 50. He is an absolute specimen. Oh!
Neither man knocking the other down. To your point, Prince Gabriel might have the weight advantage, but if you look at that body fat ratio
Right.
of Bison Braddock,
Wow.
call that spade a spade. That shape is incredible. Drop kick to the face.
And a front handspring to get back up to his feet. Every bit as athletic is Bison Braddock as he is shredded. Some well-placed jabs. Prince Gabriel.
Onto the spaghetti legs there. Dancing in the middle of the ring.
Oh! Gabriel covered up there, but Bison Braddock one step ahead with a foot sweep. There's the first cover of the matchup, and only a 1 count, says referee Steven Landis.
Very cocky cover. No weight across the shoulders. No hooked legs. Bison Braddock might be taking Prince Gabriel lightly.
I disagree. I think Bison knew he wasn't going to win this early in the contest and was really just more about making Prince Gabriel expend the energy to kick out than necessarily going for a victory.
Prince Gabriel now counter wrestling.
Rolls through. Huge splash in the corner.
Managed to avoid the big shots from Bison before he could get some of his
Wow! Calls that the Soul Blade. 1, 2, and oh my God, how close was that? We were only a few minutes into this contest, and Prince Gabriel just scored a very close near fall on the far more experienced Bison Braddock.
That was a devastating maneuver. A bulldog into a code breaker of sorts. Knees coming right up under the jaw of Braddock. You can tell Braddock was rocked deeply by that shot.
Well, as I said, Prince Gabriel calls that the Soul Blade.
But Bison finds an opening, uses his
One,
power cover.
2, and a kick out at 2. You saw Bison wisely wrapping up the arm, which was close enough to the ropes that Prince Gabriel could have chosen to interrupt the referee's count by just grabbing the rope. Bison Braddock knew it, but still not enough to score 3.
Bison Braddock, to my mind, with a defendant power advantage and striking advantage. Trained out of the Reno Wrestle Factory by Reno Scum. Knows how to hit him hard.
Bison Braddock now avoiding the contact. Prince Gabriel going to the well one too many times. Clothesline takes down Prince Gabriel. Braddock now into the cover, lateral press. There's 2, and again a kick out at 2. Excuse me, not even a kick out, just getting the left shoulder up.
Prince Gabriel flopping over to his stomach. Bison is trapping the arm, though, not letting Prince Gabriel get any distance. That's typically where things have turned around on him.
Irish whip reversed a number of times. Gabriel into the corner. Clothesline finds its mark. Wow. Kick right to the face.
Right in the temple, looked like toasted temple.
A beautiful Northern Light suplex with the bridge and only a kick out. Once again, a kick out at 2.
Prince Gabriel now needs to find a way to create an opening, utilize some of those innovative maneuvers like we saw earlier in the matchup. Try to do as much damage to Bison as he's undertaken recently.
Bison thinking about hurling Prince Gabriel to the outside. Gabriel able to reverse, finds Bison with a knee.
And
Gabriel now. Oh! A knee right to the upper back, folding Bison Braddock in half into the center of the ring. There's 2, and a kick out at 2.
Not just the knee to the back, but the way Bison Braddock landed top of his head to the canvas. That was a nasty shot. Bison Braddock is getting in more hits, but Prince Gabriel, when he hits, those hits are landing hard.
He's making each one count. To your point, more than Bison Braddock has. It's not the number of punches you land, it's the damage they do, and Bison now struggling out of a fireman's carry, sends Gabriel into the ropes, misses with the clothesline. Oh my God, he calls that the Ripcord Judgment Slam. Cover, 2 and 3.
Here is your winner, the Reject, Bison Braddock.
Bison Braddock held the advantage for most of this matchup, but when Prince Gabriel started coming in hot, Bison Braddock realized he needed a heavier artillery to put the young man down, and that nasty Saito variant was absolutely the ticket.
That Ripcord Judgment Slam scored him the W, and look at this, a handshake. Bison Braddock with a sign of respect to Prince Gabriel, who is only getting better. But Bison Braddock,
It's so cliche.
Bison Braddock with an impressive victory tonight at Best of the West. Home field advantage.